What is going on, guys? Thanks for checking out the video. So I got an awesome Tom Leykis clip here. He's talking about an article on the New York Times which looked at a Craigslist posting by some woman who was looking for a man worth at least $500,000, right? So if that's not the definition of a gold digger, I don't know what is. This is Tom's analysis of it. Let me know what you guys think. I'll see you in the next video.
And this from the New York Times. Last month on craigslist.com, someone who described herself as, quote, a spectacularly beautiful 25-year-old placed a personal ad seeking a husband who made at least $500,000 a year because, quote, $250,000 won't get me to Central Park West. As her post hit the blogs, it received a scathing response from a man who said he fit her description and told her that her proposition was a bad business deal. In economic terms, he said, "You are a depreciating asset and I am an earning asset because, quote, your looks will fade and my money will likely continue into perpetuity." By the way, he was right. The difference between this and other outrageous share mail messages, however, was that instead of remaining anonymous, its ostensible author signed his name and the company where he worked, which happened to be the investment banking division of J.P. Morgan Chase. That's where I'm putting my money from now on. Tell you what, they really have an understanding of economics over there. You're 25 now and will likely stay pretty hot for the next 5 years, but less so each year. Then the fade begins in earnest. By 35, stick a fork in you. That is classic writing. Pithy beyond words. As for the legitimacy of the original posting by the husband seeker, a spokeswoman for Craigslist wrote in an email message that, quote, it does look as if the post was made sincerely. A message sent to the Craigslist mailbox seeking comment yielded no response. That woman is probably hiding under her bed crying. Craigslist declined to say how many people responded to the personal ad, which asked, among other things, for names of bars, restaurants, and gyms where rich, single men hung out. People might think that this guy's response about women being depreciating assets is not exactly how they want their firm to be perceived by the public. Well, man, that may very well be true. But you've got to admit, women are depreciating assets. I mean, finally, it's been said in a forum other than the Tom Leykis show, where probably millions of people have heard this now. Millions of people. I have said all along, men are like stocks going up, and women are like stocks going down. Okay? As time goes on, we become more valuable. Like if you want a blue chip stock. You know, if you bought a stock like Procter & Gamble over the years, or McDonald's, or, you know, one of these big blue chippers, over time, if you look at a graph, that stock just keeps going up and up. Little plateaus once in a while, but it continues upward. Meanwhile, with time, women are like your basic 1990s tech stock. Oh, yeah, one time they were just sizzling. And then at some point, they fall off a cliff, and they stay there. Now, finally, somebody has said the same thing I'm saying. The woman who was looking to meet men who make over $500,000 a year because $250,000 is not going to get her to Central Park West. Now, we did a show about this, but a lot of people are still flooding us with copies of the posting. And not only that, we now see a story about it, of all places, the New York Times. And there's apparently this whole controversy about the response where the guy called the woman a depreciating asset. But isn't that true? Don't you want to get a woman when she's freshly baked out of the oven? You know what I'm saying? when she turns 18, she's legal. That's when you want to get her. You want to get her when she's 18, 19, 20. You do not want to be getting her when she's, the age of, put it this way, 35. Let's just say 35. If you have money, why would you want to spend that kind of money on somebody who's 35 and above? Why would you want to do it? You can afford better. If you can afford a place on Central Park West, that's a panty remover, baby. Are you kidding me? Why would you want to buy a depreciating asset? The guy was absolutely right. The New York Times called this guy a sexist. I don't think he's a sexist. He's honest. He has told the truth. Men may not get better looking as we get older, although some people say we do. But one thing is for sure, most men become more valuable as we get older. We make our peak income when we get into our 40s, 50s, and sometimes early 60s. We've got savings, we've got real estate, we've got other assets, we've got stocks, we've got bonds, we've got mutual funds. We've got experience. Tell you what, it's not like living with that guy who hands out the free Quiznos coupons. I'll tell you that. It's not like living with the guy who dresses like a Subway sandwich and waves you into the parking lot. You know the guy I'm talking about. It's not like your boyfriend, the barista. He has to hope that some moron will tip him at Starbucks. I mean, men become more valuable as we get older and women become less valuable. It's absolutely true. And there should be no controversy, and I can't believe the New York Times says that's sexist. There's nothing sexist about it. It's a fact.
If they smoke, I'm turned off. If they drink, I'm out of there. If they're stupid, I'm bored. If they're mean, I'm bored. If they're trying to use me, I'm out of there. So I guess I'm very picky. If they don't work out, I'm not interested. If the mind is lazy and the body's lazy, who cares?